Do you ever feel like most crock-pot meals taste like warm sadness? Everything in there turns out the same color, the same texture, the same flavor. Today, we are fixing it. We are making freaking delicious crock-pot meals. If your crock-pot meals keep turning into identical brown mush, it's not you, it's the recipes. Let's get cooking. Hit that thumbs up button for glory. Let's move. Let's call this lazy chicken. So I'm starting with 2 to 2.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs in my crock pot. Chicken thighs, my favorite part of the chicken, my absolute favorite. You can do either a frozen container of the peppers and onions, because remember, we're not even chopping anything today. Or you can do the pre-cut like fajita stuff in the deli section. That one's more expensive, but you could. Coming in with an entire jar of your favorite BBQ. I have this jalapeno barbecue. I love like a salty sweet situation. The whole jar. Oh my gosh, that is so thick. About a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, and I'm pouring in 2 of these pineapple sauce because I want the salty sweet, but I don't want chunks of pineapple. And I do like the tartness that pineapple has. Violet's gonna give it a little stir. Would you believe me if I told you that's it? That's all there is. We're gonna cook on high for 2 hours. It's that easy. Our no effort chicken is done. We're gonna serve it over rice. You could also do a noodle of some kind, maybe an egg noodle. Mashed potatoes would be delicious. And I do have some Brussels sprouts hanging around somewhere. I should probably cook those up and have those as a side dish, but that feels like too much work. I had good intentions, guys. I personally love the no effort chicken. It was very like barbecue-y, tangy, like sweet tang with the rice. I would also serve that one on mashed potatoes. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. Now, the slow cooker is supposed to make life easier, and the real problem isn't cooking. It's when we are making very delicious meals, we need some different ingredients than your standard. And nothing kills the vibe of dinner than realizing it's 4:30 and you still have to go to the grocery store, you still have to get some ingredients because you couldn't find them or you forgot them. Sometimes we just don't have time for extra grocery runs, which is why in today's video, I am utilizing all of my pantry staples for today's crockpot meals from Thrive Market, who were awesome enough to partner with me on today's video. All things crockpot meals arrive to my door, ready to go. No impulse shopping, no forgetting ingredients, because I can sit down and like look at the recipe and then order from the comfort of my bed with no pants on. Here are my favorite things about Thrive Market. I feel like I shouldn't have to mention the delivery to the door and then ordering in your jammies, because that's a given. Number 2, if you find that item cheaper anywhere else, they will price match, guaranteeing that you save the most possible. They are the first online retailer to accept SNAP benefits, making it easier for millions across the country to order healthy food right to their door. Number 3, the Thrive Gives program. For every paid membership, they gift a membership to a teacher, first responder, veteran, so everyone can have access to healthy groceries. Thrive Market is an online-based membership grocery store. If you do the annual membership, it comes out to $5 a month, super inexpensive. So you will see Thrive Market products throughout this entire video. I can get some specialty items. I couldn't find this anywhere. Thrive Market had it, bought it from them. Also was able to pick up some glass noodles. I just love like soba noodles, glass noodles, rice noodles. Oh my gosh, I just love them. And also, if you eat a specialty diet, gluten-free, your keto, low FODMAP, paleo, whatever it is, you can search by your diet preference, and then they will list based on foods that fit into your diet preferences, which is amazing. Also, best part, they're giving you a deal. If you go to thrivemarket.com/frugalfitmom, they will give you 30% off of your first box plus a free gift worth up to $60. It's the first link in the blue below, thrivemarket.com/frugalfitmom. First link in the doobly-doo to check out that deal. Check out Thrive Market. I have been using them for years at this point. If you do nothing else, try their smoky chipotle salsa. It is delicioso. Thank you to Thrive Market. Let's get back to the cooking. Let's make Italian beef sandwiches. This recipe is so easy. Literally the only thing you chop is 1 onion. I have a chuck roast in here, whatever size you have. This is maybe 3-4 pounds-ish. 1 sliced up onion going right in there. I'm gonna do these herbs de Provence from Thrive Market. You could also use Italian seasoning, Italian dressing packets. I'm using this one instead of Italian seasoning because I like it better. That's basically it. It's got more depth of flavor to me. So that's a full tablespoon. We're going in with 1 entire jar of pepperoncinis, including the juice, all of it. All of it going right in. We also want about 10 garlic cloves. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to use this paste. You can keep it in your fridge, lasts forever. So we're going to do a really serious squeeze on that. The equivalent of 10 garlic cloves. It is a lot. Last ingredient, 1 bottle of beer, which I don't have. So I will use a little over a cup of beef broth. It's fine. We're gonna crank this puppy on high until the beef is shreddable. I'm hoping 6 hours, but chuck roast can take a little bit longer than that. I have planned appropriately. So I'm gonna check it at 6 hours, but it could need 8. Okay, this smells delicious and it's clearly fallen off the bone. I wanna make like more of a gravy than what's in here. So I think I'm gonna do a cornstarch slurry, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch mixed in cold water, dump it in here, put the lid back on for another, I don't know, 20 minutes. Okay, woo. It is time to serve our sandwiches. So what I'm gonna do is pile the meat on these brioche rolls. Okay, because I want to broil these, I have them on a cookie sheet with some parchment. So I'm gonna load up one side with the meat and the onions and the peppers. How good does that look?
It looks fantastic.
Looks freaking fantastic.
This is fantastic.
And then this one, like, didn't split very well. Look at that. So the bottom will now be the top. Oh, who is she? She's a model. Oh, yes. Top it with some sliced provolone. And put a little smear of butter on this side. So I have like a toasty bun situation. And what do we think? Like, just like that? Is it too much?
It almost feels like too much, but not quite.
Okay, like half C's, like this?
Yeah.
I don't know, we'll double it up. Okay, broil time. The shredded Italian beef sandwiches. My 14-year-old, you should have seen his eyes. When he took that first bite, they did this like bug out eye that like, whoa. Ended up eating 2 sandwiches, couldn't stop raving about it, couldn't stop talking about how delicious it was. The beef was delicious, the pepperoncinis were delicious, the spices, oh my gosh, so good. Let's make some chicken tikka masala in the crock pot. Now, I cannot promise that this is 100% authentic. So what I will say is I'm doing the best I can and I love trying different cuisines. If you are in the know about a better way to go about this, I would love to hear it. And because I do want to amp the flavor of all of my spices, I'm sorry, we are gonna have to use the stove top. This is not a dump and go, I apologize. So I have about 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I love a chicken thigh, dark meat for the win. I'm coming in with a half a cup of whole milk, plain yogurt. Not vanilla yogurt, plain, not low fat. This is important because when you cook in a crock pot, dairy products can curdle. Apparently, the whole milk shouldn't do that. Fingers crossed. And I'm coming in here with about a teaspoon of salt. We're gonna stir all that up. And we want our chicken to sit in our salt yogurt mixture while we mix up our spices to the stove. On our stove, I have this pan heating up. I'm gonna come in with some oil. First step is I'm going to saute 1 diced onion. Okay, I'm sitting at about 8 minutes. So to my onions, I'm gonna turn this down just a hair because I'm coming in with my garlic and I really don't want the garlic to burn. So if you're doing real garlic, it's like 3 cloves. I'm gonna do a generous squeeze of this tubey garlic. And then coming in with some ginger, you could do a tablespoon of fresh. I've got this paste that I get from Thrive Market. Keep it in the fridge. It's so convenient. Like if I want to make like a ginger salad, I'll do fresh. But if you're cooking, just squeeze it in there. So easy. I'm gonna get that kind of stirred in and then I will add all of my spices. Are you ready for the list? There's a lot of them. Okay, I'm on pretty low here, like medium low. We have 2 teaspoons of coriander, 2 teaspoons of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of ground turmeric. Turmeric? And we're gonna cook these together for about a minute or so, not too long. We just want the flavors to bloom is all we're doing. Oh my gosh, this smells freaking amazing.
Amazing.
She's amazed.
Okay, coming up next, we have 2 tablespoons of our tomato paste. It's really important that you cook tomato paste directly on the pan to get rid of that really, really raw flavor. Just straight tomato paste has a really sharp flavor. We're gonna cook that out a little bit by cooking this on the bottom of the pan for about a minute. You'll get a nicer flavor from tomato paste just in general if you do this. We have 2 more ingredients. Can you believe it? Coming in with some salt, about a half a teaspoon or so, and 1 entire can of diced tomatoes. And of course, I'm doing turmeric powder and tomatoes while wearing a white shirt. I will never learn. Okay, you wanna bring this up to a simmer just until everything comes together, not that long. Back to our crock pot. Our sauce we made on the stove is now coming into the chicken, the whole shebang. And we are going to cover and cook on high for 4 hours. Chicken tikka masala is done, and you can like simmer with the lid off if you want less soupy sauce. I kind of like it actually, because I am serving this with rice and naan. I just don't want to drip it on my counter. Maybe the spoon's not the best plan. Maybe a measuring cup is the best plan. The only thing that would take this over the top is clearance naan, if you know, you know. That was so flipping delicious. It's not spicy at all. I didn't put anything spicy in it. I didn't put curry paste or curry powder in it, which is great for kids that want a little boost of flavor, but no spice. So if you want to amp the spice, you could add it, but as is, super, super mild, great for kids, full of flavor. We have the best shredded chicken for quesadillas, tacos. You could do enchilada filling, and you could bulk batch this and just make a bunch of things throughout the week. And we're gonna be using the slow cooker function on the Instant Pot. So of course, use a regular slow cooker. But in the Instant Pot, here we go. I have a little over 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast. You could also use tenders. You're gonna add salsa and mango. You could use mango salsa, but I'm gonna be using this salsa I got from Thrive Market and this mango puree also from Thrive Market. I have never seen this anywhere. Very excited about this. 16 ounces equivalent between both. So use your favorite salsa. Go try out this mango puree. It's like applesauce, but mango. I'm gonna do a couple of shakes of your favorite sweet chili sauce. I picked up this one. This is a sauce I like to keep on hand all of the time. I use it all the time in all kinds of stuff. We'll do like a tablespoon and a half or so. Okay, I have some chili lime seasoning, whichever one you like. That is about a half a teaspoon, and a full teaspoon of cumin. I like it smoky. So just do a little quick stir. That's it. That's as easy as it is. Cook on low for 3 to 4 hours and then shred. Chicken is totally done. Time to shred. You can shred it however you want. I'm gonna use this whisk and just kind of get in there and do this business until it is all shredded in that sauce. And then you can kind of do whatever you want. So you could do burritos, you can do tacos. I'm gonna do like a taco quesadilla situation kind of a thing. For the shredded chicken, I'm making, I don't know, chicken quesadillas or like grilled tacos or whatever you wanna call it. So I just have some shredded cheese, the meat. I'm gonna fold these in half and sear them in a skillet, and then we can do like some guac, some sour cream to dip it in. The shredded chicken for tacos, my husband kept going back to that and kept going back to that over and over again. That dude just loves tacos, what can I say? Today we are starting with pork belly. And this is definitely not a dump and go recipe, because to get the best results, we are searing our pork belly. In case you've never seen it or don't know what it is, this is what they use to make bacon. But this is uncured, unsmoked, plain old pork belly. I only need about 3 to 3.5 pounds of this, so I'm gonna use half of it, and then the other half I can freeze for later or deal with at another time. So for my half a pork belly, I will dice into 2-inch squares, and then I'll meet you over at the stove. I have a freaking huge skillet, this is the biggest skillet I have, on medium-high heat, and I'm going to fry my pork belly, probably in 2 batches, because I want it kind of in a single layer. Don't want to crowd the pan. And I'm gonna do just a little bit of salt, not too much. Medium-high, 5 minutes. Now that all of our pork is cooked, it all goes into the crock pot, to which we will add about 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of Chinese 5 spice, 1-star anise. I love on this one, they have a sprinkle guy. Like you're gonna sprinkle one of these out of here. That's so funny. Okay, one of those. 1 tablespoon of fish sauce, 3/4 cup of soy, and a little over a cup of chicken broth. And then just a little bit extra. And the lid's gonna go on. We will cook on low for about 6 hours. Okay, we are going to do a little bit of a salad, a little cucumber salad situation. And I'm just gonna take a vegetable peeler and kind of do them into ribbons, just like this, for my cucumber salad. And I'll put them in this bowl that has a couple of diced green onions. We're gonna do some fresh ginger. I love this stuff. Just gonna pop a couple of these off. And some people like to do it with the skin on. I'm not one of those. You can either use a knife and kind of like that. I like to peel it using a spoon like this, pulling it towards me. I feel like it just gets the skin and I don't waste the ginger. You know what I'm saying? And oh my gosh, it smells so good. And if you wanna clear out your sinuses, you should definitely peel one of these right under your nose. Oh my gosh, smell that. Wow, right? And because it's so strong, you don't need much and you need to chop it real small. And then I can save the rest for like Korean beef bowls. Oh yeah, I saw those eyes get big. Start by slicing pretty thin so you'll get these cuts like this. So once you have these, you can stack them. Okay, and then we'll cut like matchsticks. Really small, you guys, really small. The last thing you want is like a giant raw piece of ginger. Crunch on that, woo! If you had a cold, you won't have one anymore. So pick them up and toss them in our salad bowl. To our little salad, we're gonna drizzle about 2 teaspoons of rice vinegar. About like that, not too much. We are doing a little bit of a quick pickle here. And a tablespoon-ish of a really mild oil, like a peanut oil or something. And this will sit on the side, letting the vinegar do its work before we plate up our pork belly. I also cooked up some basmati rice to serve it with. Tell me that's not the most beautiful bowl you've ever seen. She thinks it's hers. It's not. Those recipes will be in the description box below if you want to go try them, check them out, which were your favorites. And if your slow cooker meals continuously disappoint you, don't give up on the slow cooker, just upgrade the recipes. You and your crock pot deserve better than Sad Bae should. Thanks for cooking with me today. I'll see you next time. Christine out. But wait, there's more. So my friends, we were out of bread in my house and I've been buying like the grandma sycamore bread. It's really delicious. Oh, excuse me, need a little dab here. Yeah, that's it. And then also, have you seen these videos where like people have store-bought bread and then it's in their cabinet for 6 months and it doesn't mold? Did you see the news article where Dave's Killer Bread had like something bad, some pesticide? They're not supposed to have any of it. Isn't it organic? I don't know what's going on. And I'm kind of like, I don't know that I want to buy bread. I'm getting the ick from this bread that doesn't mold and like Dave's Killer Bread having all of these bad things in it. So I did something I haven't done in a minute. I made homemade bread. I used to make homemade bread all the time. If you have been with my channel since the beginning, you know that this is like kind of where it all started. I know sourdough is having its moment right now. I do know. And guess what? I don't make sourdough. Ain't nobody got time for that. They're so finicky. You gotta baby it. There's nothing wrong with a good old yeast bread. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. It is done in like 2 hours tops. No folding, no babysitting, no special feeding, no discard situation. I don't get the sourdough thing. Like, it tastes delicious, I don't wanna make it. I have made so many videos on my channel about the different ways, the different types, how to do it. Go try your hand at some homemade bread. I am telling you, you will not go back to store-bought. Homemade bread is supreme.